Like, you're still running around with that name? What is going on? Huh? Like, I can't even remember your real name. You're just. This is for Mike 12 points. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to answer questions or go into the comment section. I'm on a mission here and I got to get her done. This is for Mike 12 points. Or whoever's in charge over there at Holler Boy Industries. Whoever's allowing these people to call themselves Creek Squad. Do you guys not have like some sort of like prerequisite that, you have to own your brain or something? I mean, what is with you people? Like, oh man. Mike, 12 points. You explain to me Rusty. Rusty Truck. I make a video. I prove to him he's not a man. He's a pussy. Instead of proving me wrong and making me look stupid, he adds a transgender's voice to me. Like, what is it with all you Creek squatters? Huh? You all want me homosexual. I don't know what that's about. Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, does Upchurch know that Creek Squad's on the streets chasing people down, wanting them to be homosexual? Like, oh man. Oh man. Like, the stupidity in the world. I don't get it. I haven't got a link. I don't know how to work this thing at all. I don't, or I would. Like, this is going out to Mike 12 point right now. I gotta know who's in charge over there. Like, you guys all have no backbone. Like, gotcha man, he's coming at me. Like, calling me crazy Carl. I ask him to back his mouth up. Complete silence. Complete silence. Why is that? I thought that's what the gotcha man's for. He's ridden the world of stupidity. And that's why he's got this big heart on for Dagburn. Well, if I'm crazy and I'm stupid, shouldn't you show me the same attention? Ah, but that's it, eh? Like Rusty says, I'm a clout chaser. I'm a clout chaser. Hey, Rusty, what are you doing on YouTube? Are you trying to build your channel, bud? Like, are you not? There's like that. Like, I gotta build my channel. As uncomfortable as these videos feel like doing, I gotta build my channel. So yes, I gotta have some sort of clout. Like, how do you expect me to go after fucking Bill Gates and Justin Trudeau if I haven't got a little fucking platform for myself? That's what this was all about. Fucking asking for help because I thought someone else was chosen. Fuck, excuse me, 12 point, for thinking your hero was special. Like, hey, he's the one that said, hey, he comes from past the stars to live amongst, to help you believe in yourselves, maybe. I don't know. That's just what I was thinking. But then he doubled down on that bipolar. I've been diagnosed with that shit too. It's kind of annoying, but hey, I can explain it to you. They really don't like it because you say that you have a connection with God, and well, that just couldn't be possible. You know what I mean? And especially when everybody's telling you crazy and they just don't talk to you, they make bipolar sound a lot worse than what it is. You know what I mean? But then they lump a whole bunch of stuff in together, and that way, if you get that bipolar, anyways. But yeah, like, I'm sorry, I thought your guy was special. I thought he was here to change the world, you know what I mean? That's what I think my mission is too. That was my. See, what happened to him 7 years ago? What? He says something happened to him to toughen his brain up. What happened there? Do you know if he's ever went manic? Do you know if he's had some issues like that? because I did hear that his family was trying to have an intervention or something, and there was the big plan to, Britney Spears. Well, those were his words. He said he heard it from people. They were going to Britney Spears him. Let me tell you, Mike 12 Point, it's not as hard as you would think. It's actually pretty easy once you get the ball rolling. It's just unfortunately for all of them, he outsmarted them all. At least that's what I think. Like, that's the thing. Like, hey, can you tell? Okay, 12 Point, can you please tell Ryan that I'm ready for the one-on-one with him? He left those messages in my comments. I can't remember the other stuff he said too, but it might have been just a troll. You know what I mean? But I did ask nicely, hey, if you're not chosen, just please nicely write in the comments. I'd like to not continue adding you onto this. Maybe I can find another part of fucking YouTube to work off of, but hey, look at all the catfish I caught over here. You know what I mean? 12 Point. Your buddy Wade, he's not so smart. You should ask Wade how many times I've been right to him. It should be almost scary to Wade. I think maybe it does. I think it worries him sometimes, but maybe not. Because, like, he did admit that he had misinformation, but we all know it was just a fabrication because it was a total made up lie, the stuff that he said. But he can't just say I lied. Well, I don't want to look bad, so I'll just say I got bad information. How long did that apology take to get? And I bet he was sour at me because I didn't reply. Because I knew it wasn't sincere. But then again, hey, Wade, who was telling me Jamie's not real? How'd that one work out? Hey, how about when I was calling what little me was going to do before you get it? Like, I read you people. I'm telling you, I'm spiritually gifted, and I don't know why you fuck with me. Like, I take yous all on. Like, 12 Point, come get some. Look it, come pick on me. I'm here to help save the world. Come get me. Your people don't like me. Hey, Upchurch, can you believe this shit? Your people think it's okay for you to try and figure out a couple cases on YouTube. But I'm trying to get people to unite to ask Dick Durbin to fucking show us Epstein's list. Like, it's time for the people to come together and know who was on Epstein's list. You know what I mean? Because I just think that, fuck, I think the dominoes fall, like, if we get that list, like, it's just bam, 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 bam. It's diddy, 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 diddy after diddy, you know what I mean? But I might be wrong. But at least we should be asking the questions, because if it's been, like, how long has it been? 12 Point, like, you guys don't think about this stuff? Like, hey, Epstein was with Bill Gates all the time. Bill Gates is, like, involved in our food. He owns all the farmland. He genetically modifies everything. He writes books. It's called Manifesting Pandemics. Manifesting Civil Wars. You know what I mean there. 12 Point, you want to let me know where I'm wrong? Hey, I know Ryan's the kind of guy who doesn't pay attention to politics or what's going on, but he might want to. Now that he's got a kid on the way, I mean, is he going to do something now, or is he going to wait to have some 50-year-old man follow his, just say it was a daughter, follow his daughter into the change room, and if he does anything, he's the one in trouble. Big trouble. But he did the right thing, you know what I mean? Rather than fight against it now, because he can't tell me it's not happening, because I can 12 Point, I can show you videos that are real, but they come from a news channel. And, like, this stuff's happening. You know what I mean? But then again, hey, let me help you guys out with your Xaname thing. I think it's deeper and bigger than you guys think it is. Listen, we know that Xaname comes from Ukraine, right? What you might not be aware of is that, well, before the war, if you go check out the news, buddy, it'll tell you that Ukraine was one of the dirtiest countries in the world. It's pretty bad for human trafficking. Now, I'm not saying any of this is real, but if you wanted to get into the States, wouldn't the military be a good place to go into? You just serve your time, right? You just do your thing, and then there's NASA waiting for you. Now, where NASA gets interesting is if you look before the war, there was an Azov battalion, bud. No word of a lie. They were lovers of the Hitler. Yes, they were. They were of the Nazi kind, and they've been there for a long time. But they were like back in World War II. The Ukrainians were fighting against the Russians because they were with the Nazis. It's a real thing. They brought one of them into our parliament. But anyways, that leads me to Operation Paperclip, right? So you're thinking the Nazis were in charge of NASA. I don't know if the news ever broke that ever changed hands or anything, but it kind of makes sense because if you remember, I think there were a couple people, maybe it was one, I think maybe a couple, but they had eight tattoos on them and they were sticking up for Xaname. I think Ryan caught that. You know what I mean? So maybe it goes pretty deep, like, you know what I mean? Maybe Xaname is part of a whole operation, you know what I mean? Because the FBI, I mean, if you guys don't know that your FBI might be dirty, it's just my opinion. You have to check out things for yourself. They look a little suspect in the Kiely Rodni case. There might be some ties in there, but your president, he got people fired from prosecuting a company that, well, Biden's son worked for. And that, like, Ukraine is not, it's a whole lot of bad news over there, bud. Like they're hurting Orthodox Christians over there too. No one's talking about that. It's weird. It's where your tax dollars are going, eh? You know what I mean? 12 point. Are you happy about how your tax dollars are going to Ukraine? You're gonna take that forever. Are you gonna stand up? Because that's not your money. If you ever plan on having kids, that's their money you're playing with, bud. You're just throwing her away. Tell up church too. Hey, it's time to protect your child. Hey, because, well, hey. Well, you'll never know, bud, unless you change. Are you gonna be a man? Are you just gonna follow Satan in your brain, bud? You just want to be a loser, Rusty? Huh? Or is it better picture me as a trans? Does that get you hot? Does that get you all bothered, Rusty? Finding out about old psychobabble, that probably just got you all hot and bothered, dude, didn't it? Oh, psychobabble, I got you. I got you right where I want you. Be a man and save your grandchildren, you loser, Rusty. Come on. Get your shit together. Come on. We were talking about the Kiely Rodni case in Xaname. How she comes from. Like, I'm just speculating. Like, I wouldn't, like, I'm a good people reader, Rusty. And it's not the evidence that makes me think that Xaname and Tony fucking Dodge are fucking slime bags. It's their actions. It's just the way they carry themselves. You know what I mean? You would think that someone like Xana May, who is army trained, could handle a few words, and but no, her feelings were always hurt. She had to back away, run away, always looking at screens, trying to, you know what I mean? And then always pointing the finger. Oh, Ryan, you got the problem. Ryan, you're crazy, Ryan. Because I know what that's like, Rusty. You've been pointing that finger at me, calling me crazy, bud. I definitely know what that's like. You should ask Ryan if he's. Well, we just talked about it, eh? Fuck, Rusty. I don't want. Dude, Rusty, of all people, for you to say that to try and make me feel bad, how many opportunities would you have had to talk to me, Rusty? Like 1,000,001. You've been here for a long time, bud. Oh, Viz sent me fucking screenshots a long time and you fucking talking on the back street saying how you thought I was doing the right things. My heart was in the right place. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to insult people. I'm trying to make them stronger so they know their own strength. Maybe I can piss them off to understand that, fuck, there are things worth fighting for. And fucking children are one of them. But you want to put me in this fucking, in this thing with Rocco. Like, I come with ideas. I'm not fucking saying, hey, Ryan Garcia, hashtag save the children. Like, fuck. Like, my head goes retarded when I even think about Rocco. I should just destroy that kid online because he's a hazard to fucking the communities. I know, Rusty. That's what I mean. Like, if anybody's ever had the chance to talk to me, it was you. Like, fuck, I was never trying to hurt anybody. Hey, talk to me. Like, fuck, I feel like I'm going fucking crazy. Can someone talk to me? You know what I mean? And then, and fuck, you know, I do all this shit, and then Wade'll do a whole fucking show on fucking mental health and fucking how you. That woman that showed up at Upchurch's house. He did a whole big thing on it. I did a revert video on it saying, hey, bud, I came to you guys asking for help. And fucking, you're saying you would help people and you don't. I try and tell you guys what's going on in the world and go look for yourselves. Do you not fucking hear me? Hey, like not at all. Like, hey, you can come together and you can find out fucking what fucking is on Epstein's list. Hey, there's a real fucking shit turd of a world coming called the WEF. Go take a fucking look. Hey, dumb cunts. Guess what? There's something really bad coming down the fucking road, and it's called the WHO. There's a fucking treaty with all our fucking countries on it where they get control. We don't have control. Or do you want to fucking wait till the guns come out and we're all fucking fighting each other? But that's what you guys like. That's what we do on YouTube. We all fucking fight with each other. You wish each other death all the time. Like, I don't know how many people I've heard fucking, hey, Wade, I hope you die. Hey, Wade, aren't you dead yet? Fucking, like, it's disgusting. Like, look, that guy's dead floozy mother. Like, this is how you fucking people treat each other. I say fucking, stupidity is fair game, but at least throw the stupidity back in their face. Not make shit up. Call their fucking jobs. Call the fucking child services. If you're gonna call child services, at least go online and say I'm calling child services because I'm fucking worried because of this, and this. So you're not doing it behind someone's back, but you guys all gotta fucking be so two-faced and behind each other's backs and fucking want each other fucking hurt all the time. Like, you don't get it. Well, which way do you want me to do it? I did it the sweet, nice way. You guys didn't want to fucking listen. Now I'm just laying the truth in your fucking face, and if you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you, Rusty. If you're not willing to stand up and say no, like fuck, bud. Look how many subscribers you have. What if you just took 30 fucking minutes to make a little bit of awareness? Just tell people to go search some stuff for themselves. And then have a discussion on it your next show. Like, what do we all think? And maybe you'll come up with a totally different idea than what you actually think right now, Rusty. Because that's the problem. No one wants to take a look. Everybody wants to think they fucking have all the answers. And that's definitely not spirituality, thinking you got all the fucking answers. I learned that out, bud. I've been trying to tell you guys the whole time. I had a spiritual awakening. I've had the fucking shit beat out of me. And then when I go asking for help, I get the shit beat out of me more. Like, fuck, when I went on fucking Dingle Nuts' fucking show, like, what the fuck's his name? The one that's on mental health leave right now and he's been gone for a while. Like, all I went on there to do was go on his show and fucking say, hey, I think Ryan Upchurch is chosen and this is why. Like, fuck. Instead, I didn't even get to say anything. It was, you're fucking crazy. You're a fucking lunatic. You're a fucking retard. How's one supposed to act? Especially when they think that they're doing something and they know how crazy it looks. And you're fucking thinking that you're helping these people. You're trying to. But knowing all the time that, hey, I'm just telling a story. I'm making a movie. Everything I'm doing is fucking recorded. Your guys' actions, my growth, my fucking journey. I can't lie about it, Rusty. You've heard some of the shit that I've fucking thrown out on the internet. I'm not a stupid individual. I did that on purpose for people to ask me the questions, but nobody asked the questions. It was, you did this. Yeah, I know I did. Let me explain further and maybe you'll understand and maybe you can come to the conclusion that, well, there are spiritually gifted people and maybe we should just give them a listen. Like, fuck, I've been honest the whole fucking time with everything. Fuck, you want to hear something crazy? I fucking think there's aliens for sure. And I think they're here. And I think we're fucked. Not by them, but by ourselves. I think they've been watching us for a long time. And I think they want us to be good. But we're just not. But I think we're at a fork in the road where you can pick the WEF, you know, chip in the hand, or the chip in the brain. Because quite frankly, you've got to be honest. You've been mind controlled if you don't think that the kids are worth fighting for. Right? Like, you guys make fun of me because my kids fucking hate me. Because I won't stop who I am. Because I'm trying to help them. I'm trying to show them that there's a bunch of shit turds out there trying to ruin their futures. If I had to be honest, my kids are fucked. You can't have a regular job and get your own apartment. It's fucking impossible here. You can't. So then if you're stuck in a relationship, you're fucking trapped. Because financially, you can't fucking do anything. If you're the dude, you know you can have fucking child support out the fucking wazoo, right? So you're not going to be able to fucking afford anything. And if you're the mother, there's probably some piece of shit on the other end. You don't want them anywhere near or want their fucking money or anything. So you fucking suffer because of that piece of shit. But fuck, man. There's no future. There's no dreams for anybody. Like, be honest with yourself. Look at the music industry. You see all the shit with P. Diddy going down now? Dude, they've been saying DJ Khaled is not nice to children for quite some time. Tagburn posted a video of it, like some group Smash and Gold Records, calling them names like nobody knew. Rick Ross. These people still aren't in jail. But then again, hey, didn't Kanye tell everybody that P. Diddy was a Fed? Imagine that. Some sex trafficker, a Fed. And you want me to fucking keep living in this world of yours, Rusty? You think this is acceptable? I'm sorry. Just my opinion. Christopher Wray is a fucking treasonous piece of shit. Like, holy fuck. Oh, man. The American people really need to pay attention to what they're talking about in Congress. You'd be quite shocked. Like, and nobody says anything. It's not on the news, nothing. Like, Mayorkas. Hey, if, like, like you can clearly see, like, even on the regular news, there's definitely a lot of immigrants, okay? And I mean, you can fuck up this badly. You can only fuck up this badly if it was on purpose, man. Like, come on. What do you mean I know nothing about you, Rusty? I know, I don't even know what your face looks like, bud. Immigrants are people too. Military aged men, bud. Military aged men. These are not families looking for a fucking better life. A lot of them coming from China, bud. You gotta think. Social credit score in China. How are you getting those plane rides to America? But then again, hey, look at the Venezuelans that are coming to give you a visit. Hey, why don't you take a few of those immigrants into your house, bud? They're not coming from mental hospitals and prisons, are they? That's just fabrication, right? Because they're not video recording them coming over the border saying, motherfuckers, we're coming for ya. Like, come on, man. Like, you're not going to convince me that you're a good man, Rusty. You're weak. And I know you hate to hear this, but you got to face the truth. You're going to break down and cry for a while when you realize who you are, but then you'll know that you're on the right track. Oh, well, why don't you go look for yourself, bud? I've seen that there was 2 busloads. But then again, the airports, when they poured them in, you know how they got stuff blocked off? There hasn't been any videos of that, has there? No, not at all, bud. No, no, keep telling yourself that it's not a problem. You know what I mean? There's not, those videos I saw where they're saying death to America in America. Come on, bud. And they're not getting arrested. They're not being sent back home. Are you kidding me? Hey, bud, do you know what? We have Chinese police in Canada. Like, not actual Chinese CCP police in Canada. Not people who came from China and now are police. No, actually. It's funny. Then, right now, the scandal with Justin Trudeau is the Chinese got into our elections, the ones where Justin won. And well, he has great admiration for China. That's on video. And then on top of that, he's been penetrated by Klaus Schwab. And well, any fucking buddy with half a fucking brain hears that, they kind of think bad news. Our prime minister should not be penetrated by anybody. I'm not making this up. His words. Klaus Schwab says, we have penetrated the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. Now, I don't know what penetrated means to you, Rusty. That usually, I would think, bad news. You know what I mean? From what I've heard, Justin has switched teams, so penetrating might be good news for Justin, but bad news for us. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm gonna break a little bit more knowledge for you. Okay? All your enemies, they're all having their currency backed by gold. Do you know why that is? Because these fuckheads are going to convince you that your money ain't worth nothing. Because it's not backed by nothing. So they'll crash everything, bud. Does that make sense to you? Do you know what I'm saying? These sanctions that they put on Russia, they never hurt Russia, bud. This war, you're paying for. Do you know at the WEF meetings this year, they had Zelensky there to get people on board to rebuild Ukraine when the war was over. So BlackRock and all these other fuckheads who have everybody's money are going to use that money to make a shit ton of money off the money that they used of yours to destroy the fucking place. Does that make sense? Does it? I don't know how to explain it to you, Rusty. Your fucking president. There's a laptop that's been out there forever that you were told wasn't real. Turns out it was real. But you don't get to see what it is in it. Do you think that's right? Like, dude, your president is a bad person. And guess what? I'm not making this shit up, dude. President Obama does not have paperwork that he's a fucking American citizen, dude. That's not a joke. That makes you the joke, Rusty, for accepting it. Oh, fuck. No, it's that I look at everything, Rusty, and I make my own determination. I look at all the information. I don't think that I know everything. That's why I always say, hey, if I'm wrong, if you go actually look and I'm wrong with what I'm saying, please let me know. Because I like to correct myself. You know why? Because I don't have to be right, Rusty. Don't have to be. I don't need to hold on to a lie. You can learn way more from a loss than you can a win, bud. As long as you learn the lesson, but fuck, like, I don't know what else to tell you, bud. Like, like, I, you're telling me not to buy into the media. Like, you got to read between the lines and all of it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Hey, maybe we should come together and find out what the actual truth is, because there is so much information, Rusty. How do you think you, like, this is the thing. It's like with these fucking Christians, man. Like, they say they love Jesus. The Bible tells them to be fucking strong in the truth and fucking pick up a cross, repentance. But instead, they like to think that, fuck, he died for my sins. I can do whatever the hell I want, and just continue to be a dagburn, and it doesn't matter. Like, Jesus came down to teach us our own strength. That we had just as much power as he did. He said that, not me. You know what I mean? But we don't get the lessons because we're stuck in a book that's been fucking, like, do you think the Pope's solid? Do you think like, he's buddies with Klaus Schwab? Like, do you, do you think the Pope is good? Huh? Like, how many popes or how many freaking priests have been and done bad shit, get promoted and go elsewheres? Like, the book has been in the hands of evil people, the people who in fact killed Jesus. I mean, no one was willing to die for Jesus then, so I'm quite sure there was no one willing to die over people changing a book. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I don't get. Like, we're following some sort of, everybody's like, you're fucking buddy here. This is Slayback. This is the intelligence that you fucking people give me back. It's ridiculous. He says, no, I have my family safe and you need to save your family. And if you want what is wrong, look in the mirror and see the thing looking back at you, Carl. Go throw a frisbee and start living your life again. We don't have much time left. How the fuck does he know we don't have much time left? Because he's fucking retarded. He thinks he knows everything. What if we have time? If we change it? Huh? Like, for real. You want to convince me that I should sit there and have a good time with the little time I got left, if I could use the time I have left to gain a whole bunch more time for the fucking kids? You know what I mean? Like, I don't... Like, how do you go about this and not look like you're trying to get clout, Rusty? Huh? How do you get crazy and say you're fucking chosen from God, but a bunch of fucking morons want to deflect it? Because they have no confidence in themselves, so therefore they don't like what they see in me. Like, you live in fear, bud. You need to get out of her. You're a big boy. You should know you can do things. It's never too late to have a dream, Rusty. You know what I mean? You could be one of those speaker champions of all time if you wanted to, bud. You can put your heart and soul into it. What else we got with Mr. Slayback here? He really did come to your rescue, I'll tell you that. He don't care what the truth is. He's coming. He's gonna... Yet another video. Come on, Super Carl. Go save someone. Well, Rusty, if you're spiritually awake, bud, no man can save you, bud. Only you can save yourself. So, Slayback, that's your problem. You're looking for men. And, well, you can't do that. You got to have yourself, buddy. You can't look for men's help to save yourself. And that's your problem. You got to be big and strong. You got to know your own power. And if the future can be saved, maybe you should do it. Maybe that would be the Jesus Christ thing to do. You know what I mean? But hey, he already died for your sins, so you just do whatever you want. Instead, I'll be a warrior. I'll fucking fight for him right to the end. That way I know when I go, I'm in the right place. I tried my hardest. I tried my best. Even though everybody tried to stop me, tried to tell me I was crazy. You can't save the world, Carl. You don't have the power. No, I don't. But I have the spark to make the charge, and then we can all get together, and oh, then we got the power, man. We got way more of us than them, but you don't see things that way. See, spiritual awakening. Go read Carl Jung, the Red Book. But here's the deal. I'm all about the truth, Rusty, because I think the reason they wanted to take the native culture away is because, well, you don't think God sent other prophets other than Jesus and the ones in the Bible, right? I mean, I think he sent some to the native people, and I think they were doing things right, and they knew how to maybe get to the next place, but whereas this evil entity that convinced us somehow that the culture didn't mean anything and it shouldn't mean anything to them. And what do you think? Think spirituality is a thing there, Rusty? Huh? I think you can. I think you can get to heaven no matter what religion you use, as long as you base it in truth and you're not fucking hurting anybody. And well, if you see something wrong, you say something about it. Because if you don't say something about it, you're just as much to blame, Rusty. You know what I mean? People don't think that way. You know what I mean? They want to take the money and they want to run. That's what NDAs are for. You know what I mean? Hey, give me my money. Keep my mouth shut. Like, think about the young girl that has the NDA with Justin Trudeau. Her parents probably thought they were doing the right thing. Probably thought they're setting their daughter up for life. They'd have a good time. But hey, when you gotta leave this world, and well, you signed that NDA, and well, you knew what somebody was like, and you let people think a certain different way, then I think you pay the price. That's what I mean. I think everything we do comes back to us. You know what I mean, Rusty? We don't even realize. We don't even realize. I can tell you, like, are you still here, Rusty? I'll tell you about one of my best friends. I'll tell you about him. And you tell me if he's a good guy. I'll try and get his number for you if you want. You can give him a call and you can ask him if I'm a liar, because I've been asking questions and no one will answer them. You know what I mean? Well, see what I mean? Just run away, Rusty. Run away like a scared little girl, like you always do, and like a little narcissist. Point the finger at me. All you had to do was say, "Hey, Carl, we can talk about this on my show. I know you can't do it on yours. Just come over to mine. We'll have a discussion like men, and we can figure things out." You know what I mean? But no. See, I hope you feel good about yourself, Rusty. You guys have no fucking nothing. You have nothing to offer the fucking world, Rusty. You guys talk about Dagburn not offering anything to the world. You let your money go to fucking killing people and fucking there's some money, and you think it's all right not to say anything, or is it just a big facade? Are the taxes not there? Is the groceries not expensive enough for you? Is the gas like cheap enough for you, Rusty? Like, am I living in the fucking real world, bud? Like, are these things actually affecting us? Like, fuck, bud. Am I fucking make believing of fucking what's going on in the world? I got a fucking piece of paper over here, bud. I want to show it to you. Like, there's fucking houses on here, like $750 fucking $1,000, and they are pieces of shit. Pieces of fabricated fucking pieces of fucking shit on no fucking land. 750,000
for a fucking, what is it called? A bungalow or whatever the fuck it is? The low end one, 750 grand. I bought almost the exact same house. The first house we bought was not even 300. And that wasn't that long ago. Like, holy fuck, you want me to think that, like, what fucking world are you living in, Rusty? Like, do you not see the signs outside of you? Like, hey, bud, I'm trying to, all the shit I've been through, I'm gonna try and tell you about it. And so I can explain to you how humans are fucking act towards one another. But yeah, Rusty wants everything in a nice little package. Packaged the way he wants it. Well, Rusty, you gotta take the truth, bud. Whether you like it or not. You can run and hide from my page, but you can't run and hide from God. He knows you're a pussy and he knows you're weak. You don't like my tactics, hey, Rusty? I wouldn't like them either if I was you. I already faced my truth, bud. It's time for you to fucking knuckle up and fucking eat it. That's enough for today. But anyways, this was supposed to be a Mike 12-point video and fuck, it got all out of control. Hey, to the one person who's still sticking around, have a good night.